What the? Come on, yo.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot.
What's up? Here I go. Y'all know how we do. Y'all heard what I said, wrestling podcast, Diesel D. They don't want none. Talk. Hey guys, we in the building. Here we are. Money in the Bank, the first live pay-per-view since WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And the crowd was energetic. There wasn't none of that crowd injecting noise tonight because the crowd was in it and they was ready for pay-per-view. We start off with your pre-show match. And it was for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Ray and Dominic, the father-son duo, defending those titles against the Bloodline. Your day ones, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. Match got damn good. At the end, with a Uso splash, the Usos, your 7-time champions, and he got an assist from his Us, helping them hold the roll-up pin up. They steal the titles. They get new champions. How you feel?
Damn sense. Day one edge. The Bloodline, shorty. 7-time champions. Let's go.
I actually was surprised that they won this match. I thought the Dominic Ray was going to at least keep it into another pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But the Bloodlines are already going strong. You saw how they just got together a couple of weeks ago, got back together fully strong. Yeah. And Roman said, y'all better go get them titles.
The last 5 minutes was intense.
It was time. It was a long time.
Yeah.
But that was a damn good match.
Ray went for the 619. Jimmy jumped in to save his Us and took the kick. That led to all that stuff for Us to get the splash. Come back around and get the win.
Good ass start on the pre-show.
Hey.
Kickoff.
Yeah. To open up the card, the women's Money in the Bank match. So pretty good match. Ladies went right at it from the get-go. One of the big part was they threw all the ladders on Alexa at the end with 3 ladders set up in the ring. All the ladies, except for Alexa, who's outside the ring on the ladders, are all on the ladder fighting, except for Nicki A.S.H. She's sneaking around. She's watching everybody else fight. The closest person to her and the Money in the Bank was fucking Asuka. She was just looking at her, fake grabbing. Nikki slides up, crawls up over everybody, grabs the briefcase while everybody's fighting, and then everybody's just looking stupid on the damn ladders while she just goes out with the briefcase with the one. How y'all feel about this?
Almost a sweet ladder wins.
That's
Nikki,
a good win for Nikki.
Since Nikki came back, she's been pushing and pushing. She had victories over Rhea Ripley and Charlotte a couple times, and she almost won every match since she's been back. And then the only match she lost was that dumbass 6-woman tag team match, even with Rhea and Doudrop.
And you know one thing about this, Nicki A.S.H, she's actually the one who came up with her new gimmick, and she actually presented it to Vince. And you know Vince said,
"Let's love that secret."
Go for it.
Does the fans love it?
I said I had Liv Morgan win it, but then I said
I feel like 5 of the 8 could have won. Y'all know the 3 who wasn't gonna win, but 5 out of the 8.
Wow.
Y'all know the 3 who ain't have a chance.
Alexa wasn't winning at all. Zelina wasn't winning. And who else you had was winning?
I had Zelina and Natalia. Tamina had no chance.
Good way to open up the card. Surprise and win. Then no problem with. Good match. Our next match was one of the intriguing matches for me, as it was for the Raw Tag Team Championships. You had the Viking Raiders going up against Omos and the phenomenal AJ Styles. And those titles. This was a damn good match. The Viking Raiders, they got damn good chemistry, them 2 guys. Omos is getting better every time he steps into the ring. And he looked dominant in this one. AJ was getting his ass whipped a lot. Omos actually was getting his ass whipped at the end of the match too. The Viking Raiders started to get chemistry. They ended up getting a Viking experience on AJ. Omos got it, interrupted it. And at the end, we had the clash of the Omos. He pinned them in dominant fashion. Ivar for the win. Still your Raw Tag Team Champions, Omos and AJ. And they had a big pop at the end. So the fans loved this. How y'all feel about it?
And still,
I like
they
it.
don't want none, no.
They don't want none.
Hey, even though AJ was getting his ass beat, he was giving out some ass up, but AJ was getting work at.
AJ was getting work.
AJ is old, but he still shows that he could get worse.
And I like
They was
right.
messing him up with hard hits, like Eric was messing him up with no forearms and no
And that knee.
And then Ivar jumping on with them splashes, and he's still getting up, giving them damage. And then it really showed good for Omos.
I love that Omos with AJ Styles because he used to learn from a fucking seasoned veteran, one of the best in the world, and he's being protected. Because he's in a tag right now looking dominant. And he had a title, so he's getting the chance to prove against quality contenders with a great tag partner.
Yeah.
In our next match for the WWE Championship, representing the New Day, your boy Kofi Kingston. As much as I love him, he was going up against the almighty WWE Champion, Bobby Lashley. And Bobby, last Monday, said he was done with the bullshit. And he was back to whipping ass. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, this wasn't a squash match, but this was an ass whooping. Kofi probably got probably not even a whole minute of offense. Because Bobby Lashley just ran through him this entire match. It was busting him up. He put the hurt lock on. And it looked like he let it go. As Kofi wasn't going to tap, like he was about to pass out. Started doing more shit on him. And at the end of the match, 3 Farouk-style dominators. He was already done. Gave him the hurt lock. He tapped out. And this was a 15, 20-minute dominant fucking contest. For good-ass match with Lashley going into Summerslam, whatever dumbass rumor that might be abound. But 2 questions. How do y'all feel about the match? And what has a bigger impact? Brock Lesnar winning and that 7 to 10, 13 seconds, whatever, or Bobby Lashley dominating the way he did?
Man, what I think about the match, he put the hurt on him.
Put the hurt on him.
The match was
the hurt
domination.
business is back in business, straight domination.
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
For him in general, his whole title run and his character is about domination.
Yeah.
That's what he does. And going against Kofi, somebody that he obviously can overpower, that's what he did in this match.
And for your other question, it's still Brock to me. I love Lashley. You beat the man in under a minute. That quick change the match, so.
Yeah.
But it's still also strong for Lashley since Kofi barely got any stuff in.
But on the other, to continue the question, on the other hand, it just shows how much damage Lashley can do instead of just winning from one move.
Yeah.
He's the almighty.
Like, it's crazy. All that led up to this moment.
The almighty.
To getting pinned by Woods and Kofi to dominating like this when it matters the most.
He said he was done playing the game.
He's tired of bullshit. He's ready to get
back to business.
Ready to get back to the hurt.
The Raw Women's Championship, the Nightmare Ripley defending that title against the Queen, Charlotte Flair. After we want Becky chance, slowed these ladies down because they didn't even give them a chance. They gave them a reason to stop the Becky chance and tune into this match because it was awesome. These ladies got it on. At the end, after a lot of back and forth, Rhea never got a riptide, but we did get a supernatural selection and a whole lot of back and forth wrestling. Charlotte put a leg in between the steps, kicked it 3 times, locked in that motherfucking figure 8. And ladies and gentlemen, women's champion, Charlotte Flair, the greatest woman wrestler of all time. How y'all feel about this match?
I agree, and I told y'all last week on the last episode that Charlotte was gonna win the title.
Yeah, if this was the 3rd straight time he was fighting, and it might have been the last match of the feud, there was no way Charlotte was not gonna win.
She's not gonna lose the whole war.
Charlotte Flair is not losing a feud. She is the female equivalent of somebody we don't talk about.
When I think about the match, it's one of the best matches of the year.
Yes, it is.
And it started from, like Diesel said, we want Becky chance. So this is awesome.
That's how good the match was. Match of the year, and definitely match of the night.
Hey, they put on a show, and I loved it. Our next match, it was the men's Money in the Bank ladder match.
And we was tired of this bullshit, Peacock, and Bobby Lashley words. Miss all the entrances.
Peacock, get y'all shit together.
Peacock fucked it up. We thought it was just us at us. You know, some people like always think their internet connection messed up. We had it on our phones everywhere. And shit was just messed up everywhere. Peacock fucked the ball up.
I couldn't get a. Man, we got a Johnny Drip.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was a high octane, energetic match. I'm just gonna give it to the guys. They put on the show. Started off early with Ricochet jumping off the ladder, Bad Brother following it up with a moonsault. I mean, guys was everywhere. At the end, what it looked like Seth Rollins might be closing in on that shit. Big E got in the ring, caught him. Super big ending. He climbs up there. Ladies and gentlemen, your new Mr. Money in the Bank,
Sir.
Big E. How do y'all feel about this match, guys? Because let's not forget,
Big E,
it started off with 8 people. But it got down to 7.
I love it.
Got down to 7 because Jinder Mahal and his goons came out there and took out Drew McIntyre when it looked like he was on his way to
Big and shaky.
Big E.
I told you that was going to happen. I actually thought McIntyre was going to get attacked before the match when he was coming out. And Mahal was going to take a spot. They came out during the match. And McIntyre had mixed reactions. At one point, they was booing him because he started dominating, took out every opponent. He had double Claymore. Had the
that was a nice
first Alabama slam on Ricochet on the ladder. And then, as he was ready to go climb up the ladder when everybody was certain, here come Jinder Mahal and his boys. Got him out of there.
He had a Johnny Drip chance. He did a couple parkour moves off the ladder. Sean, let's not
forget the Big E spear and it'd be Big E even went up the ladder and did the super big ending. Seth Rollins powerbombed Kevin Owens through the ladder. He was outside the ring. He was done. And that actually came around full circle to Big E getting that big ending because on Friday, Seth Rollins stomped him on the ladder to get the win. So he super big in his ass off the ladder and got the damn win.
My other also favorite spot is when they pushed the ladder down. Ricochet jumped off the ladder into the ropes. There's some kind of 450 splash onto the crowd of guys.
That was nice.
Yeah. Good to see. I got Big E representing the New Day. With Mr. Money in the Bank, could he be the next Universal WWE champion? It was our main event of the evening. For the Universal Championship, you had the WWE Hall of Famer, the Rated R Superstar Edge, finally getting that solo opportunity from his Royal Rumble win earlier this year.
Honestly.
Going up against the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the Universal Champion. I hope. Roman Reigns. Coming up on almost a year with the championship. Roman Reigns' skills, I don't know if it's because of Hobbs and Shaw, but his acting, his mannerisms, I don't know if he's been taking facial expression classes with Heyman, but Heyman is on point in this match. as you see, they don't want that. Roman kept looking like he was talking shit during the match as he do. At the end of the match, a Superman punch level Edge right into Little Nate, Charles Robinson. He went down with the injury. It led to the Usos ready to come out, but they got stopped by Dominic and Ray, who led them straight back to the back. He went to the outside of the ring, speared through the barricade, and right after that, Edge speared him through the rest of the fucking barricade. After a distraction from the architect 2 different times. Interference. Edge turns around into a spear. Still your champion, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. How do y'all feel about this match?
It turned into a pretty good match. And the Roman was dominating at first until Edge started getting his work in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then another thing, we called what was going to happen with Seth Rollins and the fan at the going.
They don't want
none
stuff.
Especially they don't want none. He the most person that called stuff.
I called that whole match.
And speaking of the ending, I don't know if Darren did, but me and Diesel called it the whole time. Like, get out your phone, Darren. Get out your phone,
We
Darren.
was calling it.
You know what's coming next? For what reason did Roman pick up the microphone to talk after his victory?
And before talk, he's gone. Seth and Edge just kept going at it while Roman was watching. And they worked their way all the way into the audience.
So they was out the pictures about that, setting up that match in SummerSlam basically. And Roman gets on the mic, says now to everybody in the locker room, go acknowledge me. And as soon as he starts talking, you know what's about to drop.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was the return of the GOAT, the 16 times champion. Yeah! See! He was back. The crowd was hyped. You can't fake that crowd pop. You couldn't fake that crowd pop if you wanted to. That was Jonathan fucking Cena. He was back.
I don't know if y'all can see it.
Never give up, goddammit. The wristband. That's our guy. He's our GOAT, goddammit. And ladies and gentlemen, he stared down Roman. Roman wiped his face like, the hell are you doing here? Ladies and gentlemen, if it ain't clear, if you need the words, Mr. Cena already said he's gonna be on Raw just cause. Ladies and gentlemen, we looks like we have our main event for the hottest show of the summer, SummerSlam. It looks like it's gonna be John Cena challenging Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. How y'all feel about that?
Alright.
I love it. Let's go.
Guys, we had SmackDown Live. We had Money in the Bank Live. How did y'all feel about those two live shows? It's WWE on the road to something better.
Darren can explain it as best. What you say about the shows?
The best 2 shows of the year. They both get an A in my book. Like, that was the best SmackDown of the year to me, with the surprises. And it was an overall good wrestling, a good show. Even the Baron Corbin shit was entertaining to me. And then Money in the Bank, every match was good.
Yeah.
I like SmackDown, and Money in the Bank is great in general. I'm giving Money in the Bank a 9.5.
Yeah, Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank got
the best pay-per-view of the year.
Money in the Bank got every match gave you something, but you wasn't like, oh, that was bullshit. No, you got the definitive ending, and even if you didn't like the definitive ending, like even I couldn't get mad at the Uso roll up pin because it was a cheat. It was a cheap roll up pin. It wasn't like a regular roll up pin. Like even if a motherfucker grabbed the tights on a roll up pin, I'll take that more legitimate than a regular roll up for the win. You feel me? So everything delivered. We got a few new champions. Yeah. I mean,
crowd pop.
As Excalibur was saying all Elite Wrestling, WWE actually tried to give the people what they want. Besides Becky Lynch, you can't get everything.
She ain't ready yet. Let her be the mom.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're on the road to SummerSlam is next.
1 month.
I don't even know if we going everybody. Goddamn it. Cause
we got 3 weeks to figure it out.
We gonna figure it out, goddamn it. But God, we out of here. From D's with D, from Tell, and from They Don't Want None. And see, y'all heard what I said, Wrestling Podcast. That's our review of Money in the Bank. We out.
Your time is up, my time